This fancy flip fishing bird is the Anhinga. How do they do that? It's crazy. These birds are amazing. Here comes another one. Sliding right in at sunrise. Beautiful light for such a gorgeous, graceful landing. These birds do all of their hunting underwater. So I need to get a camera and get down there. That would be really cool. But I don't know. There's alligators out there. Wait, another one just popped up and it's got a fish. This one has a shad. It's a good sized shad too. And as you can plainly see, larger fish provide more of a, challenge. With no arms, this bird has to somehow remove the fish from its beak so it can swallow it. This is a pretty common fish here too, and there's probably a huge school of them down there. Think all-you-can-eat spear buffet. But the longer this bird struggles, the more likely it's gonna find a problem. This bird is basically advertising, free food, come and take it. And there are plenty of birds in the area who are watching, like this beautiful great blue heron. I know what you're thinking. But this Anhinga isn't going to lose its breakfast this morning. All it has to do is, that. Apparently, fish go down easier head first. Who knew? I guess they are more swallow dynamic. This one doesn't seem to care about the competition. Oh, those water drops. I really love the lighting here and the background too. It's so dreamy. But I guess not so dreamy for the fish. Imagine what that must be like, swimming along, minding your own fishy business, and then suddenly you get speared, and then thrust into another dimension, seeing a world you've never seen before. And then one final swim right down the Anhinga's throat. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not a fish. So their underwater hunting technique is pretty amazing. They basically fly underwater, and it's like they have two chopsticks at the end of their beak that are spears, and they actually spear the fish underwater. So imagine the amount of power they must have in their neck, because you have the force of water that you have to go through. So somehow they stealthily swim up to a fish and strike it so fast that their beak actually impales it. So they have to do that, and once they have it underwater, they can't really let it go underwater because it'll swim away. So they'll come out of the water, and you get to see them trying to get it, dislodge it from their beak, like we're seeing here. And it's here comes another one. I'm not too sure what their success rate is underwater, but I do know their success rate above water is high. It's very high. But fish, they can be a little slippery at times. And yep, sometimes they drop them. I'm shooting all of this on my Sony A1 II with the 400 to 800 and a tripod because I've hurt my shoulder. And I have a guide that shows you exactly how I set this up to do all of this stuff that you're seeing right here. You can find the link in the description. Here comes another one. Anhingas are also called snake birds. Can you guess why? Well, from this angle, I think it's pretty easy to see why. And this one, it's moving a little bit to the left, and I want to get closer, but if I do it now, the bird will think I'm chasing it and it will leave. So I have to wait until it goes under, and then, so I've got about 10 or 15 seconds to get the camera, move it before the bird comes back out of the water. It's a little stressful at times. Okay, I think this is good. And there it is. And I think my stealth skills worked perfectly, and I have the perfect spot. But, okay. I guess I've been seen, and this bird has now turned its back on me. My tactic got me closer, but this one still doesn't want me to see its catch. That is a small freshwater catfish. And it's a great catch, but this one is going to be a little bit hard to swallow. Catfish, well, they have an interesting built-in defense mechanism. Catfish have these bony spines, so their pectoral fins and their dorsal fins are actually really long bony spines, kind of like a thorn. And some of them are mildly venomous, like if it sticks you, it's gonna be painful, but the real problem is they got a lot of bacteria in them. And if one of them sticks you, the bacteria can get in your skin and you can get a bacteria infection. I had it happen to me. It's not a fun experience. So somehow this bird has to get by those spines down the throat, so there's 3 of them. I'm not too sure how it's gonna do that. Herons and other birds will break the spines, but the Anhinga, I don't know, let's see. So there's the obvious problem of removing that skewered catfish from its beak, and then there's the not so obvious problem that I just told you about, trying to swallow the catfish without it getting stuck in the bird's throat. Do you think it can do it? Well, wow. You never really know what's gonna happen out here like this. Okay, what in the world? For those of you that don't know, this is a great blue heron. It's not a duck, it's a wading bird. And I've never actually seen one swim before. Look at its skinny legs go. I don't know how that's even working. And this is an area of deep water, and there are some really large alligators here. It's a little on the cold side this morning, so I don't think this bird has anything to worry about. But again, this is just weird. Oh yeah, and it's got a huge fish. I don't know what kind of fish it is or where it came from. Good luck, heron. I said it once and I'll say it again. You never really know what you're gonna find out here. This is not an Anhinga. This is a cormorant. And that fish it's trying to stuff down its face is a highly prized bluegill. Cormorants don't actually spear their catch like the Anhingas do. They don't have the spear tip beak. Their beak is shorter and it's got more of a hook to it. So somehow, this bird grabbed that fish while it was swimming underwater. I understand totally it's all about survival, but I don't understand how this bird managed to actually grab a fish. I know I can't even come close to grabbing a fish with my hands, but again, I don't have to do that to survive. So the real question though is, can it actually swallow the fish? It looks twice as wide as the bird's head. Well, that's not what I expected. Hey, someone tell the dragonfly to enter stage left. When I was filming this, I never even noticed the dragonfly. Whoa, that was close. This is 8 times slow motion, and it gives us a window into a very different world where things happen far too fast for our simple human brains to process. We don't need to understand milliseconds in order to survive, but the Anhingas certainly do. Their concept of time, I'd assume, is vastly different from our own, as is their reality. They have to throw the fish into the air and flip it headfirst so they can swallow it. It looks simple enough in slow motion, but this literally happens in the blink of an eye. And here come the dragonflies. Actually, they might not be dragonflies, maybe they're damselflies, I don't know, so don't quote me on that. One thing is for certain though, they make the video a lot better. I've shared quite a few of these short videos on social media already, and a lot of people have asked to see it in real time, so get ready for it. Don't blink. I think you will really appreciate slow motion video now. Those were some serious fish juggling skills. Did you happen to see how many times it flipped the fish around in the air before it swallowed it? I bet you didn't. It happened so fast, it was a little over a second long. So I'm gonna play it back slow so we can actually see how impressive this bird's concept of time is. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So apparently the 3rd time is not the charm, it's the 4th time. Oof. What happens when they catch a really big fish, like this one that's bigger than their head? Well, the Anhingas in this area, they will always climb out of the water when they have a big catch. Sometimes they beat their catch against a rock, or whatever's convenient. This one though, it's just going to try its best to swallow that fish whole. Good luck, Anhinga. Ooh, I'm getting indigestion just watching this.